We were barefoot on the edge of July, chasing shadows under cotton candy skies. You smiled like you had years to stay, but I saw August in your gaze. You held my hand but not too tight, said let's not think past tonight. The crickets sang our borrowed tune while the sun sank down like it always knew. I asked you once what we would be. You kissed me quiet, wild and free, but even fire forgets to dwell. You were gone before the leaves fell. You were gone before the leaves fell, before the air had time to tell that summer love might turn to gold. But you left before it could unfold. No goodbye carved in the breeze, just your silence in the trees. I stayed while seasons tried to sell a truth too sharp to ever spell. You were gone before the leaves fell.
We danced in parking lots past 2. You said this night feels made for you, but morning always has a way of stealing everything we say. Your jacket hung on my front chair, still smells like rain and midnight air.
I watched you trace the window glass like you were fading with the past. I looked for signs, you gave me none, just a heart half set on run. Love never rang a warning bell. You were gone before the leaves fell. You were gone before the leaves fell, before the green turned into farewell. You didn't stay to see the trees trade their youth for memories. You kissed me like a closing scene, one that never made the screen. And though I tried, I couldn't tell if we were real or just a shell. You were gone before the leaves fell. Maybe some hearts only bloom when nights are short and full of room. Maybe you were made to roam, to leave before a place feels home. But I still stand where we began, where summer folded in your hands. You were the warmth I couldn't hold, a story half read, never told. You were gone before the leaves fell, like a song that never truly swelled. You slipped between the now and then, before the world could change again. I still walk through sunlit haze, tracing echoes of those days, and every breeze knows how I felt when you were gone before the leaves fell. Now autumn sings a different song, and I still hum where you belong. But I've learned to wish you well, though you were gone before the leaves fell. Ah, ah. and rough. The sun was low, the park was still, and time slowed down against my will. Same bench beneath the willow tree, where laughter echoed wild and free. I traced our names carved in the wood, still hoping you'd come back. You could. I waited at the same bench, as if the years had made no dent. Every summer breeze felt like you, every shadow played deja vu. I told the wind to hold my place, in case you showed with that old grace. Yeah, I waited at the same bench, like hope could bend what time had spent. The kids ran past, like we once did, with hearts too full and words we hid. A dog barked twice, a bike rode by, but not your voice, not your reply. I watched the clouds make shapes above, thought what looked like our kind of love. Half a story, half a flame, still warm enough to call your name. I waited at the same bench, as if the years had made no dent. Every summer breeze felt like you, every shadow played deja vu. I told the wind to hold my place, in case you showed with that old grace. Yeah, I waited at the same bench, like hope could bend what time had spent. Maybe I just needed proof that loved ones live beneath that roof of green above, of whispered shade, where promises were softly made. And even if you don't return, I'll sit with all the ways I learned. I waited at the same bench, as if the years had made no dent. Every summer breeze felt like you, every shadow played deja vu. I told the wind to hold my place, in case you showed with that old grace. Yeah, I waited at the same bench, like hope could bend what time had spent. Now the sky turns gold, the day retreats. I hear your name in empty streets, and maybe this was mine to lose, but I'd wait again if I could choose. Yes, I waited at the same bench, and part of me is still there, drenched. We met like lightning hits the shore, fast, electric, asking for more. You smile like trouble in disguise, with sunburned lips and reckless eyes. We skipped the questions, played pretend, lived like rules were never bent. You said let's not fall, just fly, but I saw heartbreak in July. You were my favorite mistake of summer, the kind I knew would let pull me under. You wore the night like perfume, bold, made promises you'd never hold. But I held on like I believed in every sweet lie you conceived. We danced too close to crashing tides, said forever with our eyes. I knew the burn before the flame, but kissed you like I'd take the blame. You were my favorite mistake of summer, the kind I knew but let pull me under. A flash of heat I couldn't fight, a wrong that somehow felt so right. We crashed like waves, no warning sign, but I'd relive it one more time. Yeah, you were my favorite mistake of summer, and I still taste you in the sky. We were never built to last, like messages in bottles cast. But some mistakes don't feel like pain, they just echo in the rain. And every time the air turns warm, I crave your chaos in the storm. You were my favorite mistake of summer, the kind I knew but let pull me under. A flash of heat I couldn't fight, a wrong that somehow felt so right. We crashed like waves, no warning sign, but I'd relive it one more time. Yeah, you were my favorite mistake of summer, and I still taste you in the sky. Now the season fades to gray, but you still haunt each golden day. Not the love I meant to find, but the one I never left behind. You were my favorite mistake of summer, and you live in every July. We used to meet where the shoreline bends, waves like secrets, crashing friends. You kick your shoes off, spinning sand, say let's not make any plans. You call me yours beneath the sky, where gulls would circle and summers fly. But the tide doesn't hold what it used to keep, and memories sink too deep to reach. Even the ocean forgot us, no footprints left, no trace, no fuss. The salt that once knew every kiss now swallows dreams we both still miss. The seagulls cry, but not our names. The sea's grown quiet, we're to blame. Even the ocean forgot us. No footprints left, no trace, no fuss. The salt that once knew every kiss now swallows dreams we both still miss. The seagulls cry, but not our names. The sea's grown quiet, we're to blame. Yeah, even the ocean forgot us, like we were just a passing guy. Now I walk alone at low tide, talking to a sea that won't reply. We love too soft, we love too much, and even the ocean forgot us. We stood on the rooftop, barefoot and high. You pointed at stars like they were signs. Your laugh cut through the humid night, sparks in your eyes ready to ignite. You said, don't wish for more than now. So I held my breath, forgot the how. We didn't talk about the fall, just kissed like we could have it all. You left like a firework, bright and fast, a flash that hurt. Lit up my world, then disappeared. Left nothing but smoke and ringing ears. One moment you were everything, the next a fading, burning sting. Yeah, you left like a firework, and I still see you in the burst.
You danced in denim, reckless and wild, like the heat was yours to reconcile. The boardwalk lights couldn't keep pace with the blaze you carried in your grace. I knew you weren't the stay type, but I let myself believe that night that maybe if I held on tight, you'd wanna stay till morning light.
You left like a firework, bright and fast, a flash that hurt. Lit up my world, then disappeared. Left nothing but smoke and ringing ears. One moment you were everything, the next a fading, burning sting. Yeah, you left like a firework, and I still see you in the burst. Some people don't fade, they explode, leave their colors in your soul. And every summer sky since then feels like it's trying to pretend that maybe you'll come back again. But I know flashes never bend. You left like a firework, bright and fast, a flash that hurt. Lit up my world, then disappeared. Left nothing but smoke and ringing ears. One moment you were everything, the next a fading, burning sting. Yeah, you left like a firework, and I still see you in the burst. Now every spark in July skies reminds me of your brief goodbyes. You were never meant to last, but God The sun was high, your hand in mine. We lived like time, forgot to climb. Each moment stretched like open skies. We never thought of last goodbyes.
The boardwalk hummed with stolen tunes. We kissed beneath reluctant moon.
Your voice was soft but pulled me in, like waves that crash beneath the skin.
We didn't know the end was near,
but something shifted in the air.
the sky dimmed slow, a golden rust, when love gave in
to summer's dust. You took the light from August, like the sun just followed you away. Now every sunset's colorless, and mornings don't know what to say. The days still burn, but not as bright. The stars come out without their fight. I didn't know love could adjust, but you took the light from August. We used to run through sprinkler arcs, barefoot on roads, chasing sparks. You smiled like nothing could decay, but hearts don't always choose to stay. You said we'll see where life will go, then drifted off before I'd know. I watched you fade like evening mist, still tasting salt from our last kiss. Now fireworks feel far too loud, and every beach feels like a shroud. I whisper your name to the dust, to the place where August lost its trust. You took the light from August, left shadows I can't sweep away. Even the heat feels secondhand, like it forgot how to stay. I trace the skies we used to chase, but all they do is erase, erase. No gold, no warmth, just broken dust, because you took the light from August. Maybe some love was built to glow and fade before the first fall snow. You were summer's sweetest light, too bright, too fast, too much sky. And though the season carries on, the colors dim, the rhythm's gone. I still wear August in my chest, but without you, it's second best. You took the light from August, stole the flame from golden days. I keep your shadow in my songs, but the melody always strays. I thought we'd burn until the end, but you were never mine to send. You left behind the ash and dust, and you took the light from August. So if the breeze still speaks your name, just know it never feels the same. You were the glow I didn't trust, and now you took the light from August. You met me where the silence grew, just past the swings in the shade of blue. The evening breathed soft and slow with things we felt but didn't show. You handed me a wish on thread, said don't speak it or it's dead. So we just stood up side by side as stars do kept at bay. The trees leaned in to catch your voice, and I wondered if we had a choice to be more than just a summer blur. But even silence can sometimes stir. The sky held our secrets like the night knew what we meant. We whispered nothing, hearts in sync. Every pause a missing link. No one saw, no one knew, but the moon, it glowed for two. Yeah, the sky held our secrets, and it still does, even without you. Maybe some things aren't for keeping, maybe stars are just for weeping, but I swear when the dust turns blue, the sky still leans a little toward you. Every shade of twilight hue still tells the story we never knew. The sky held our secrets like the night knew what we meant. We whispered nothing, hearts in sync. Every pause a missing link. No one saw, no one knew, but the moon, it glowed for two. Yeah, the sky held our secrets, and it still does, even without you. So if you ever look up late and feel the pull of some quiet fate, just know there's a piece of us in view. The sky still keeps it safe for you. The sky still keeps it safe for you. We swore the sun would never set, with sand-stuck toes and silhouettes. You laughed like every wave was ours. We marked the days in shooting stars. You wrote your name across my skin with fingers soft and promises thin. We didn't care how fast it flew. We made forever out of blue, but we faded like suntans, slow and soft like time slipping from our hands. Burned so bright but couldn't stay, just like the heat at the end of the day. But we didn't fight, we didn't try, we just let go beneath the sky. Yeah, we faded like suntans, and I still don't know why. I found your hair tie in my car, still smells like sunscreen and broken stars. The pictures blur, but I can't delete the way your voice held August heat. We danced in places we outgrew, held on to nights that never knew the cold that follows afterglow. When lovers learn how endings go, we faded like suntans, slow and soft like time slipping from our hands. Burned so bright but couldn't stay, just like the heat at the end of a day. We didn't fight, we didn't try, we just let go beneath the sky. Yeah, we faded like suntans. I still don't know why. Maybe some things aren't supposed to last. They shimmer once and then they pass, but I still wear the marks you left, a memory burned into my chest. And every time the seasons turn, I feel that same old summer burn. faded like suntans, slow and soft like time slipping from our hands. Burned so bright, but couldn't stay, just like the heat at the end of a day. We didn't fight, we didn't try, we just let go beneath the sky. Yeah, we faded like suntans, and I still don't know why. Now September feels too soon without your laugh beneath the moon. And though you're gone and skies are gray, I still remember us that way. We faded like suntans, but you still feel like summer today. You the sand still holds your footprint shape, a ghost of us I can't escape. The ocean sighs like it somehow knows where every lost goodbye goes. You left in silence, no big fight, just packed your smile with the fading light. Now even the heat feels secondhand, like summer slipping through my hands. You took the sun with you, left the sky a colder blue. Now every dawn just feels untrue, and afternoons can't push through. Shadows fall where light once stayed, and nothing gold has really stayed. Yeah, you took the sun with you, and the world forgot to bloom.
Our song plays from a passing car, feels close, but it's always far. The boardwalk creaks beneath my steps, but it doesn't echo like it did back then. I still order your favorite drink, then toss it out before I think.
The world keeps turning slow and wide, but nothing shines without you by my side. You took the sun with you, left the sky a colder blue. Now every dawn just feels untrue, and afternoons can't push through. Shadows fall where light once stayed, and nothing gold has really stayed. Yeah, you took the sun with you, and the world forgot to bloom. I don't chase the seasons now, they don't mean much anyhow. But every time the sky goes gold, I hear your laugh quiet and bold. I close my eyes, you're right there, a warmth that used to live in the air. You took the sun with you, left the sky a colder blue. Now every dawn just feels untrue, and afternoons can't push through. Shadows fall where light once stayed, and nothing gold has really stayed. Yeah, you took the sun with you, and the world forgot to bloom.
So I wait for warmth in winter's wind, searching for where you might begin. But no matter how the seasons spin, You took the sun and I gave in.
You leaned in slow, the sky turned red, like the sunset knew what we never said. Your hands were warm, but your eyes felt cold, a touch too soft for letting go. The boardwalk lights began to dim, like they were fading out on a whim. You smiled like you already knew that this was our last view. I still taste that goodbye, like salt in the breeze, tears I didn't cry. It lingers on my lips like July, the echo of a final lie. You kissed me like you'd stay this time, but I read the truth between the lines. Yeah, I still taste that goodbye, and it burns more than the summer sky. We walked the beach, but not too slow. Each step like sand we couldn't hold. You joked about the waves and stars, but I could feel the pulling apart. I almost asked you to explain, but silence covered up the pain. So I let the moment stretch too wide, hoping love could override. I still taste that goodbye, like salt in the breeze, tears I didn't cry. It lingers on my lips like July, the echo of a final lie. You kissed me like you'd stay this time, but I read the truth between the lines. Yeah, I still taste that goodbye, and it burns more than the summer sky. They say memories fade with time, but some goodbyes leave a line drawn across your favorite song that plays too short or plays too long. And now each summer's sweeter pain is kissing you and losing again. I still taste that goodbye, like salt in the breeze, tears I didn't cry. It lingers on my lips like July, the echo of a final lie. You kissed me like you stay this time, but I read the truth between the lines. Yeah, I still taste that goodbye, and it burns more than the summer sky. Now I chase sunsets on my own, still half expecting your ringtone. But every breeze, every tide reminds me how it felt that night. You left with the fading light, and I still taste that goodbye. We carved our names in fogged up glass on late night drives that moved too fast. Your laugh would echo through the trees, and I swore time would freeze for me. You wore the sunset in your hair, I wore a heart I didn't dare. We never said the word forever, but we lived like it would last forever. You traced constellations on my arm while I memorized your calm. Now every streetlight feels unfair because our names still float in the air.
down by the shore, where you once said you wanted more. We never made a big goodbye, just faded like a July sky. I thought if I just played it cool, I wouldn't end up feeling like a fool. But the silence screams more than it should, and you still live in my neighborhood. I swear I saw you just last week in a song I heard too soft to speak. The ghosts of us still linger there, yeah. Her name still float in the air. Her name still float in the air, like we were too strong to disappear. Your voice still hums beneath the noise, a mixtape full of almost joys. And though we both moved out of frame, the sky still blushes at your name. We didn't need to still be there to know our names still float in the air. Maybe love like ours doesn't fade, it just hides in the light and shade. We don't talk, we don't reach out, but I still know what you're about. And if you ever wonder too, if something still remembers you, just listen close when the wind feels rare. You'll hear our names still float in the air. Our names still float in the air, like smoke from fire we couldn't spare. We burned too fast, too bright, too young, but some songs never get unsung. You left your mark, I left mine too, on every sky we once looked through. We're written there like no one's prayer. Still there, our names still float in the air. So if the world begins again and we forget the where and when, I'll still believe without a care that our names still float in the air. We used to run down to the shore, hearts like fire asking for more. Your laugh would echo through the wind, like summer had no end to spin. We wrote our names in seashell lines. You said forever like it rhymed. Salt on your lips and on our skin, like we were made to live within the rhythm of the ocean song, where nothing ever felt so wrong. But now it's quiet, cold on shore. The waves don't sing anymore. The waves don't sing anymore. Since you walked back through that door, they crash, they break, they pull away, but they don't dance like yesterday. The breeze still moves across my face, but it don't whisper you in place. I wait for melodies on the shore, but the waves don't sing anymore.
Remember nights we barely slept, talking deep where the water crept. The stars would spill across your eyes, like every moment told no lies.
You promise even if we fade, that part of us would still be saved. But now the tide just comes and goes, with no more secrets left to know.
I walk alone where we once lay. The sky's so bright but not the same. Even the seagulls seem unsure, because the waves don't sing anymore.
it's not like it was before. You stole the music from the sea, left only echoes haunting me.
I try to hum what we once knew, but even silence misses you. I'm standing where we were before,
but the waves don't sing anymore. So if someday you wander back to where the tide forgets the track, you'll find the water calm but poor, because the waves don't sing